I am back now with a long requested Lana song, Pretty When You Cry. You know, I've done a few songs off of this album, but never really dived very deep into it. One of my subscribers and members, Megan, has been really pushing me to do some songs off this album, so I'm going to finally be doing it and dissecting the lyrics. I feel as if there's like a dark undertone to Ultraviolence, and you know, I've been a little moody, and I think you all kind of know that it sometimes can make me feel like I'm a little bit like pull me down. So with that noted, even Pretty When You Cry, hear that, I don't know if I like it right away, because I hope this isn't somebody has said to her, if it's something that she feels about herself. I don't know, I really need to listen to it to know, but I really want people to not care what they look like when they cry. I am trying my best not to care, because I've kept a lot of videos up where I don't look very attractive when I'm crying. But whatever, who cares? Also, if you're new to my channel and you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton, please. Also, I wrote a book, Addiction, Thanks for Nothing, Brutally Honest Guide to Loving an Addict Without Losing Your Mind. It's for loved ones of addicts. Please check it out.
All the pretty stars shine for you, my love. Am I that girl that you dream of? All those little times you said that I'm your girl, you make me feel like your whole world.
Okay, before I keep going, her voice sounds really sad, really haunting. Very, very sad, very sad. What's disappointing is that she is saying that he can make her feel like his whole world, but that sounds contradictory to the first part of the song where she's, you know, asking, you know, am I the girl you've dreamed of? She should know that. She should feel that. And it doesn't seem like she does.
I'll wait for you, babe. That's all I do, babe. Don't come through, babe. You never do, 'cause I'm pretty when I cry. 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 All the
Okay. I should probably keep listening, but I'm bothered. I feel bad for her, and it's giving me that feeling like he used her and that he likes her when she cries, which is messed up and emotional abuse, and probably he likes it because it exhibits that he has control over her. And
all those special times I spent with you, my love, they don't mean shit compared to all your drugs. But I don't really mind, I've got much more than that, like my memories. I don't need that.
Wow. A lot of thoughts. You all knew this was right up my alley. When you throw in drugs, and I just mentioned at the beginning of this video about the fact that I wrote a book about truly feeling as if I couldn't compare to the drugs. I wasn't as important as them. As if like all the times they've been together, all of those beautiful memories made, it's nothing compared to the drugs. And I think that it is something that is demoralizing and makes you feel so badly about yourself. And I will, give the caveat, because so many people have gotten upset with me online saying that it's unprofessional of me to say that a drug addiction is a choice, that it's a disease. And I feel as if both things can exist at the same time. Both things can be true. And I will say this again. Yes, drug addiction can turn into a disease at a certain point. It does change your brain chemistry. And at the same time, people who abuse drugs and alcohol also make a choice to continue to do them, even though it's very hard. So if you have a disease like diabetes, you know that you have a disease. So every day you take medication for it, or you choose to make healthy choices. I saw this with my dad over the weekend. We took my son to go get ice cream and he didn't have any. And that took a lot of power. I was like, wow, he loves ice cream. He loves sugar, but he doesn't want to be put on medication for diabetes. So he is doing everything he can by walking, checking his blood sugar levels multiple times a day. Yes, it takes an insane amount of effort, but that's what you do. So if you have an addiction to drugs or alcohol, you go to meetings, you get a sponsor, you learn about your disease and your addiction, and you make different choices so that you don't continue harming your own body and the people that are around you and love you, right? Like my dad is taking those steps because he wants to live a long life. And if he is unhealthy and harms his body by not paying attention to it, he will end his life earlier. Same goes for drugs and alcohol. So I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Anybody who comes after me about this. It is a choice. You can wake up and choose differently every single day of your life. You can have an issue with your brain chemistry and have a disease and still know that and choose differently if you want to. And you can lean on people. There's enough support. Come on. This song exemplifies the pain that a loved one goes through when they love someone with an addiction issue, because you always feel like you are second best. You will never be first. They are basically in a relationship with something that isn't real, but it creates a reality for them where they can escape and it can be a comfort to them. And not living in reality is maybe easier for them, but it's not the honorable thing. So for her saying, I don't really mind, I don't know if she totally means that, but she's saying like she doesn't need those memories anymore. She doesn't need those because she keeps being left again and again and again. And I know that experience, and I know it just from it not happening to me, but witnessing it happen to my son. And it, quite frankly, makes me very, very angry. So to hear when she says that she's pretty when she cries, nowhere in the song is it saying pretty when you cry. It's pretty when I cry, but I'm pretty when I cry. That gives me the impression that this was probably said to her, that you're pretty when you cry. So this is someone who likes the darkness, who likes the power to affect somebody else's emotions, and to see her sad. And that is effed up. And that feels like an abuse cycle to me. This also can symbolize that she's more attractive to him when she cries. Like that might be when the person comes back to her. I don't feel sad. I feel very angry. It brings back a lot of emotions for me. Anger is really linked to the fact that what could have been, what future life you thought you were going to live, was taken away without your choice or your consent, and taken away by something that isn't even a human person, a real living being. Because drugs and alcohol, I mean, it's not a living being like a human, but it is something that's very, very powerful and very, very dangerous if not used responsibly. All right, I will get off my soapbox. I hope you all enjoyed this. This is a good one.